Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, do me a couple of favors. First of all, I'm actually going to stand about right here. That way it's equally inconvenient for you as it is for them. I'm going to ask you a few favors. The first one is, could you turn off your cell phones? Or at least put them on vibrate. That way you'll enjoy it, but it won't, interfere with what I'm trying to do. Also, what I'm going to do, I'm trying to get this tie off. And I have a few notes. I actually thought there were going to be about 20 people here. And so, yeah, it is big books. And so I thought, yeah, give yourself a hand for all the people coming up. I was going to give a talk once at, all right, one conversation. I was going to give a talk once at Sloan Museum in, where's Sloan? In Flint area. And I was at home sitting at the computer, and I had my books open. I had a song playing, Marvin Gaye's Inner City Blues. Makes me want to holler, throw up both of my hands. And so I'm listening to that, and I'm mouthing the words to my speech. And my daughter came in, who was about 10 years old, and she said, "Daddy, what are you doing?" And I said, I'm practicing because I'm going to give a talk tonight at the Sloan Museum. And she said, "Why would anybody be interested in something you have to say?" So, anyway, apparently I was never a 15-year-old girl, so I don't know how to fix all of that. Anyway, I'm glad that you came out. I know your time is worth a lot, so I don't want to waste a lot of it. I would like for you to try to do me a favor, and that is to sit back, not think about classes, not think about some pretty face you saw, not think about what you left back home. I used to tell my students, you're here, focus on your schoolwork. You're worried about somebody you left at home, that person is already with somebody else. You might as well deal with, and they're doing things with them they wouldn't even do with you. So you need to gutter, Ferris students. Ferris students, the gutter. So I thought I'd introduce you. But I want you to not think about those things tonight. I would like for you just to listen to some short little stories I have to tell. And one of my advisors on campus is Todd Stanislav, and I sort of got some advice from him on how to introduce these little tales. One of the things that he wanted me to make sure that I said to you is that these are real stories and they involve real people, but those other people in the story aren't here to tell their version of the story. So I want you to understand that were they here, they might give you a different spin on what I'm going to say. I'm going to try to be fair. These stories involve me, but they're not self-congratulatory stories. They're actually stories that make me look sort of bad in a way. So I'll start with the first one. When I was a freshman in college, I went to Jarvis Christian College. In the breaks, I would go home. And my great joy was to hear public speakers. I grew up in Alabama. We had Martin Luther King and Fred Shuttlesworth and Dr. Creeley and people that you probably never heard of. But I would just sit and just listen to great preachers, civil rights leaders, teachers, poets, didn't matter. I used to watch their hand gestures, watch and listen to their voice and what they did, and picked up their style and stole from them. One of those great preachers, great orators, great leaders lived in my neighborhood. I'm not going to give you his real name. We'll call him Reverend Pettaway. Reverend Pettaway was about 6'3", big man, big voice. I mean, I never heard Moses speak, but I imagine it was like hearing Moses. Powerful, thundering voice. When he spoke, you just got goosebumps on you. Even if you didn't know what he was talking about, it was inspiring. There were a group of about 4 young guys like myself, all college freshmen or college sophomores, and he would take us with him in his car, and we would go and listen to great speakers. One of those speakers was Dr. Reverend Creeley. He was one of the people that preached at Martin Luther King's funeral. Great speaker. And I don't know if you ever heard Southern black preachers, but when he would get to the end, he'd do this hoopalistic thing. And like that, you know? Everybody was shaking. And I couldn't wait to hear Reverend Creeley speak. So we got in Reverend Pettaway's car, and we were driving from Mobile to Selma, Alabama. And between Mobile and Selma, Alabama is a little city called Satsuma, Alabama. Now this was a long time ago. And Satsuma, Alabama had the reputation for not liking people of color. And it was an earned reputation. And as we got through Satsuma, Alabama, you got this tall, big, strong African-American man in his 50s, and 3 of us, 18, 19, 20 years of age, riding with him. And the police pulled the car over. They stopped the car. Reverend Pettaway gets out. They walk to the back of the car. There are 2 police officers. And we're straining to hear what they are saying. And all I heard was Reverend Eli, I just gave his real name, Reverend Pettaway, say, "Please, sir, please, sir, don't take me to jail. Please, please don't take me to jail. Please, sir, in the name of Jesus, please don't take me to jail." The police officer started laughing. "Boy, we're not taking you to jail, just giving your ass a ticket." "Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you." I lost then something for Reverend Pettit. And I bet you in that car we did not say one word from Satsuma, Alabama to Selma or back. I could not tell you today what Dr. Creeley talked about or anything else. Right then and there, a man that I had respected so much, I lost all respect for.